It started with a call for help and ended with screams echoing down a narrow hallway. A father at his breaking point, a teenager defiant, and officers whose advice would cross every line of duty. This wasn't justice. This was something darker.
Is it? We can put you in handcuffs right now. For what? Just detain you because you're being a little brat.
An Arizona father calls the police on his teenage son, saying he refuses to obey him. But the advice the officers allegedly give him and the shocking moments when they confront this teen, they are now the subject of a brand new lawsuit. And I'm going to be comparing the allegations in the complaint with the intense body cam footage that captured what happened inside that Phoenix home. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. By the way, is this just not a true example of how we cover all different kinds of crime and legal stories here on Sidebar? And look, not everybody has the ability to do what we do here, to try to do a deep dive on these stories. And one of the reasons that we can keep on doing this is because of the amazing support we get from our sponsor, Morgan & Morgan. This is America's largest personal injury law firm. This is a firm with over 1,000 attorneys who have recovered, get this, $25 billion for more than 500,000 clients. In fact, in the past few months alone, a client in Florida received $12 million when insurance offered just $350,000. Out in Pennsylvania, another client was awarded $26 million. That is 40 times the insurer's offer. And Morgan & Morgan, they make it easy to fight for what you deserve. You can start a claim from your phone. So if you're injured, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/LC Sidebar. You can click the link below, or you can scan the QR code on screen. Let's go back to early 2024. That's when multiple Phoenix, Arizona police officers responded to a home for a family dispute. Sergio Nino II, this father, told officers that his 16-year-old son, Sergio III, refused to listen to him, refused to obey him, was acting out, skipping school, apparently having girls over, smoking in his room. Pretty typical bad behavior from a teenage boy, right? But on January 23rd, 2024, as the three officers, Sergio, his sister, his dad, as they all crowd into this tiny hallway, this tense situation escalates. And it leads to this 16-year-old allegedly being slammed onto the hallway floor and arrested for aggravated assault. He ended up apparently with significant injuries, and now he has filed a $500,000 lawsuit against the city and the three officers, Christopher Grease, Blake Willer, and Matthew Smith. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take you through the officers' body cam footage from that day, and we're going to compare it with what Sergio claims in his lawsuit. So nearly 2 years ago, the elder Sergio, the father, called police out to his home, and he was looking for advice on how to handle what he says was his unruly and disobedient son, who he says has, quote, a couple mental health issues, but he doesn't really expand on that. So the officers had some interesting advice, or at least that's what's captured on the body cam.
What's going on? My son, I've called him before. He has having a lot of issues, so I'm on hold right now to try to get him to a treatment center. I'm just having a hang look. So tonight, he's been gone all day, so he's missed school the last week, and he's just bringing the drugs in the house. He's smoking inside the house. Come on, he's smoking inside the house. And today while I was at work, I saw him leave on my cameras around 4 o'clock, and he just came back a little bit ago. So as soon as I heard something, I went to his room and I knocked. He didn't open up.
He thought calling the police would bring peace. Instead, it brought fear. Because when the badge entered that house, it didn't come with protection. It came with permission.
And I knocked again, he wouldn't open up, so I went and got a screwdriver to open up the door, and he just pushed against me with the door. So I'm like, open the door, so let me get in. And he wouldn't let me, just kept pushing back. He's like, get away, they'll cuss me out. So I forced myself in, he fell back. So then he got up, and he just started cussing at me. I said, give me your phone. He wouldn't give me, so I tried to take his phone away. So he's like pushing at me, kicking at me. I ended up on top and trying to take his phone on top of the bed. My daughter came in. She said, get off him, what are you doing to him? And after that, again, I tried to grab his phone again. Same thing happened. And then I called you guys. So as I was walking away, he spat at me, and I was on the phone with 911. He just on my face. He didn't hit me big, just like the one of these.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. So right now he's in his room, and they told me, well, there's nothing we can do because if we take him to juvenile, they're just gonna hold him there for 20 minutes and let him go. What he told me is like, why don't you just discipline him? I'm like, what do you mean discipline? He's like, I have been. I tried it around. He's like, he does whatever he wants. No, he said, no, physically discipline him. I'm like, I can't. I said, if I do that, then I go to jail.
No,
he
you
said,
don't.
Well, he told me, he said, just don't leave a mark. Because what he told me, I was like, I can't do that. I was like, I'm a chiropractor. I have a license, I have a professional license. So I'm like, I fear for like my career. You know what I mean? But I can't do this anymore, man. I don't have control of my own house.
Okay, so what do you want to do with him today?
I want him to end up in someplace where he can get help, juvenile, something, because this isn't going to go away. And the thing now, he sees that he doesn't fear anything. He has no fear because the cops have been over and nothing gets done. I called a hotline, crisis hotline. They took him over to 24/7 over at Metro Center. He walked out laughing, and as soon as we left, he took my phone, and I had to call the cops again. One of the officers I'm friends with, his name's Kenny, over in the Metro Center area. He actually came and talked to me, brought him back home, and he even took him on a police ride. Just a couple 2 or 3 weeks. It hasn't been that long. And I thought maybe I can help him out. You can see what it's like and where he could end up. No, it just hasn't helped. I don't know what to do. I can't physically force him to get into anywhere. You know what I mean? He does his own thing. He runs the house.
Well, you can. You're just choosing not to.
How though? I mean,
You drag him.
Really?
You drag him, you hit him. He is a child. He only has rights from the government. He has no rights from you. So if you wish to beat him, you can beat him. You wish to belt him, belt him.
Even right now, he grabbed his phone, as I was trying to take someone, he's like, I saw you, you're hitting. I'm like,
He can record you and he can call child services, but if they see that you're disciplining him, they throw it in the shredder.
Okay. Yeah. Again, it's just one of those things, I'm just afraid. I mean, I grew up that way. If I did something wrong, I got the belt and I wouldn't do it again. But I'm just afraid because I've worked so hard for my license, man. And I've been doing my job for over 20 years. I have my own business. I'm just afraid of putting all that in jeopardy, if you know what I mean. So.
Well, it sounds like he needs some real corporal punishment.
If you look at my phone, all you'll see is me trying to find like ways. Like I've been Googling that all the time. It's like how do I, behavioral health, military school, which is like $15,000, $16,000 a month. It's just like
it's not really a behavioral issue. It's him thinking he's an adult when he's not, and doing what he wants. And he's got a place to live. You're paying for his phone. Are you paying for his car? You're giving him all these things that he wants, but you're not taking any of them away.
Yes. Yes.
If he's going to treat you like garbage, you need to treat him like garbage.
Throw
him out on the street.
He stole $2,000 from me, and so now I have a security box, and he's in and out of my room. He's selling stuff. Like the other day, he left with him, and he said it was just, I don't even know what his name and what's not my house, but I don't feel safe in my own place. I don't feel comfortable with him in my house. He's my son. I love him to death, but I don't know what to do anymore, man.
Many of the comments are quoted directly in the lawsuit. For example, and these are direct allegations from the suit, quote, "The officers advised Mr. Nino to drag Sergio and hit him. They went on to tell Mr. Nino that if you wish to beat him, beat him. If you wish to belt him, belt him. Because Sergio only has rights from the government. He has no rights from you." They then advised Mr. Nino, if he's going to treat you like garbage, you treat him like garbage. Throw him out on the streets. So Dad and the officers, they speak for about 10 minutes before they go down the hallway to Sergio's room. Take a look.
Can you talk to him? I mean, can that be done?
We'll talk
And
to him.
like I said, if there's anything, he's in here. You can go in his room. See what I'm talking about? He's locked in here. He locked the door. He was just spraying something so it wouldn't smell. He's locked in there.
Sergio, you need to open the door.
Then came the moment everything snapped. A boy holding his phone, 3 officers closing in, one grab, one slam, blood on the floor, and silence that screamed louder than any words could.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up? Hold up, just give me a second.
How you going? No. Hey, get back.
That's not how it works, buddy.
Sassy.
You don't just push by us.
Oh no, I was just going to get my
So what's going on?
I was just going to get my
What's your sister have to do with it? We're talking to you.
Oh yeah, because my sister is here to
spray
support me.
something.
She's actually a human. Is here.
Okay. All right.
Sassy?
Well, we want to talk to you, not him.
Oh okay.
Hey, get back.
That's not how it works, buddy.
Sassy.
You don't just push by us.
Oh no, I was just going to get my
So what's going on?
I was just going to get my
What's your sister have to do with it? We're talking to you.
Oh yeah, because my sister is here to
spray
support me.
something.
She's actually a human. Is here.
Okay. All right.
Sassy?
Well, we want to talk to you, not him.
Oh okay.
Why are you smiling? What's so funny?
I think it's pretty funny
Let me
that
show you something
we're in
right
this
here.
situation right now after
It's your house.
Yeah, I'm
Don't take whatever you
Do
take.
that. They tell you that, yeah.
He can tackle me.
You can.
legally.
Legally,
Yeah,
yeah.
see what I'm talking
Really?
about?
Really? So you can abuse me legally?
He's not abusing you.
Yeah,
So
well,
when he's
He's trying to discipline you.
you can
So
smell
you acting like a little brat.
So he just,
See you smiling again. What's so funny?
he's high.
Can you support me, your sister?
I mean, I'm gonna have to agree. I don't think that's okay.
It's perfectly legal and okay.
I
Actually, he was looking.
Your
at me.
dad should beat you.
Yes.
Other than sending you to the hospital, your dad should beat you.
Yeah.
Anything in your room is gone.
Yeah, my dad looked at me and he said, you're a little. He said, this is why your ex cheated on you, and then he tackled me and he proceeded.
And I'm saying okay. And as a kid, you have to take it. You have no rights.
Yeah, actually,
From your parent.
I don't have another parent, so he's my only.
Yep, and you're treating him like garbage.
I'm treating him like garbage.
Yes.
So how
Do you pay for this house?
Are you have you been here to see the whole situation?
Do you pay for the house?
Do you pay for your car, house, phone?
he doesn't have a car.
I don't have a car. I don't.
Okay, so
I
do you pay for
my
this
phone.
house?
I pay for my phone bill. Yeah. I don't.
Did you pay for the
house,
phone?
I need the phone. Where's the phone? Give me the phone.
I'm not gonna get my phone. I'm sorry. I pay for it.
It's my phone. You better change the service into it, but it's my phone. Give
But
me
I
the
pay for
phone.
it. I pay for it.
Give me the phone.
Who bought the phone?
I pay
Yeah,
for it.
I'm still
Who bought the
for it.
phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to answer, so it's not yours.
I just smell like pot for Sergio.
It doesn't. I mean, you can check my room. Gladly, there isn't any pot. If you would like, can you please not touch me? Thank you.
Oh my god, this is
You're not
this is what I'm
controlling
talking
this
about.
situation.
I know, but can you please not touch me?
No, that's not how that works.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, man. Is it? We can put you in handcuffs right now.
I mean,
Yeah.
for what?
Just detain you because you're being a little brat.
Okay, now at one point, Sergio's sister, who I mentioned before, she comes out. And this is who his dad says was, quote, supporting and defending her brother. So she comes out into the hallway to find out what's going on. One of the officers appears to demand that she go back into her room. And when she seemingly resists, her father gets involved, saying that he's kicking her out of the house. And things are getting much, much more tense in this, again, narrow hallway. And that is when we get to the main center, the crux of this lawsuit.
He begged them 25 times, loosened the cuffs. Each plea ignored, each second heavier than the last. By the time a nurse stepped in, it was too late. His wrist broken, his face stitched, his trust gone.
Because of how violent this apparent takedown is, I got to give you a warning. We can't show you this full clip. It's going to violate YouTube's guidelines. But Sergio starts to apparently record himself and Officer Willer. And then that is when Officer Willer allegedly grabs his phone and Sergio reaches to take it back. And all the officers then appear to grab Sergio, trying to put him in handcuffs. And one of the officers even seemingly lifts him up into the air and slams him onto the ground face first.
I didn't do anything wrong. It doesn't matter.
Whoa!
I was standing still.
Go to jail. Go to jail.
I was standing still. Go to jail for ag assault.
When you go to Sergio's lawsuit, the complaint, it actually includes still images from the body cam. And in the series of photos, you can see Sergio on his phone. Officer Willer appears to grab the top of it, and he takes it out of Sergio's hands. Sergio appears to look surprised, turns to reach for the phone. The lawsuit reads, Sergio's conduct was non-violent and non-aggressive and was a natural, logical response under the circumstances. Reasonable law enforcement officers could not have thought Sergio was assaulting them or otherwise posing any threat. Immediately after Sergio turned towards Officer Willer, Officers Grease and Willer attacked Sergio. So when he was thrown to the ground, Sergio's chin had apparently hit the wood floor, and the lawsuit says that he had a 3-centimeter laceration which sent blood flying all over the hallway. As the officers appear to haul Sergio outside, he immediately tells them that the handcuffs are way too tight.
Too tight. It's too tight. It's too tight. I'm losing my circulation. I'm tight. Please, it's too tight. It's too tight.
So the officers had Sergio sit on the ground near the patrol vehicles, and this is when they allegedly berate him for what they say was an attack.
You don't ever get to lunge at an officer.
I didn't.
You lunged. That is aggravated assault. Now you're going to juvie.
I tried to grab my phone. He took my phone.
It's not your phone.
He didn't have
Stop crying.
He didn't have a warrant.
I don't need a warrant.
It's not yours. It's your dad's. That's how that works.
Then you push him, stupid as can be.
Look at my chin.
I don't care, because you're resisting, you wouldn't go on in the handcuffs.
And by the way, speaking of handcuffs, Sergio continues to tell the officers that the cuffs are basically cutting off his circulation. Now, to be fair, this is something police hear a lot from people that they've detained, and they're not just so keen to loosen them. That could present a danger to themselves and others. And we know handcuffs aren't intended to be comfortable. But the officers, they continue to say that they checked and the handcuffs are just fine.
They're not tight.
Stop. It's tight. It hurts. It hurts
They're
my
not
wrist.
supposed to be comfortable.
But it hurts.
They're not
You just
supposed to be
untighten
comfortable.
it a little bit.
No.
I'm not going to loosen them so you can slip your hands out of them.
No, you're fine.
No, it just hurts. Like,
Yeah,
it
they're
hurts my wrist.
uncomfortable.
No, but it hurts my wrist. Like I'm losing.
They're
circulation.
uncomfortable. They're handcuffs. You want to act like an adult, so now you get to see how being an adult works.
Look, you even got your sister screwed now. She's 18, she needs to get kicked to the streets. You did it.
I did it.
You did it. You
My
caused all
dad
that.
did it. You have no idea what you're talking about. You
Your
haven't seen
dad
any of
did
this.
not assault me. You assaulted me. That is your choice.
I didn't.
So now these are your consequences.
I've heard like a lot of stories about cops just giving people a lot of middle fingers. I actually went on a ride along not too long ago with the police officer about
And
2
yet you're
weeks
still
ago.
doing this kind of stuff.
What kind of stuff am I doing though? I kind of like.
Well, assaulting cops?
I didn't assault a cop.
You
though.
did. You assaulted me.
I would love to take that up in court.
Well, you'll have your day in court.
I would love to.
Then you go back inside the house, and Sergio's father is sitting on the couch in the living room as Officer Smith explains what's going to happen next.
So he's going to be going to jail for aggravated assault. He's going to go to the hospital first, get some stitches, and then from there he'll be transported. But even with it being a felony, it's still probably going to be the same thing. Be down there for an hour or two and then call you to come pick him up.
The boy told them he was abused. They laughed. He said he was scared. They dismissed him. They were sworn to protect, but their silence became the loudest crime of all.
Most likely. They might hold him. It's possible, but we'll see. Yeah, it'll be juvenile. It could be referred to adult court, but it's not. That time will tell for that.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this, man.
No, it's all right. He shouldn't have done what he did. We've tried to explain to him what he did wrong. He's not comprehending, or he's just choosing not to. But
That's what I'm doing. I just,
Yeah.
I'm just out. I'm just out.
yeah,
I'm just out.
I know it's frustrating. Like I try to express to you, I'd look into emancipating him. He is 16. He's at that age where you probably could do that.
Okay.
And at that point, he's an adult. You don't want him here. You can just kick him out.
Okay.
So I'd look into that. If not that, maybe group homes. Just all that's going to do is help you. It's not going to help him. He's not going to get any help in a group home. But I think part of it probably is, his mental health issues. But I think another part of it is just him being a teenager thinking he can do whatever he wants.
That's exactly what it is.
So
Okay.
I wish you the best of luck. I think we have all your info, so we shouldn't have to come back in and talk to you again. But if we do, we'll just come knock again.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
It's at this point a paramedic arrives to address the cut to Sergio's chin, which will need stitches. And he once again reports that he's in severe pain because of the handcuffs, but the officers seemingly appear to brush him off.
Loosen the handcuffs, please.
We've already checked them several times.
It hurts.
They're uncomfortable.
No, look. I can't move my hand. It hurts.
You're not
My
supposed to
hand
move
is
your
going
hands.
numb. Can you please loosen it a bit? Please.
So you can slip them and assault us again? Not happening.
Now, I talk a lot about the handcuffs. We're going to get back to that. So according to the lawsuit, quote, in the few minutes it took the officers to move Sergio out of the house, Sergio told the officers the handcuffs were too tight more than 25 times. And when Sergio was transported to a hospital, the lawsuit states, a nurse noticed Sergio was tearful and complaining of pain. And so she asked the officers to loosen Sergio's handcuffs. The officers refused, claiming the handcuffs were not tight and that Sergio was moving too much. When the nurse alerted the officers to the fact that Sergio's right wrist was swelling, the officers finally complied with the request to loosen the handcuff on Sergio's right wrist. Now, this part's important. Quote, an x-ray taken at the hospital revealed that Sergio had a fractured wrist for which he required surgery. By the way, this teen also needed 5 stitches in his face to close the cut. That's the allegation, the claim from the lawsuit as well. There is another concerning claim in the lawsuit, and that's that Sergio repeatedly told the officers that his father abused him. Now, the allegation being that after saying this, the officers really didn't take him seriously. In a notice of claim that was filed to show the intention of bringing a lawsuit against the defendants, Sergio's attorneys wrote, quote, Sergio told the officers that his father abuses him. Despite being mandatory reporters of child abuse, the officers outright dismissed Sergio, telling him that he had not been abused and that Mr. Nino can hit Sergio, tackle him, and do whatever he wants. As Sergio tried to further explain Mr. Nino's physical abuse, Officer Willer told Sergio, "You have no rights, and your dad should beat you." Sergio's sister confirmed Sergio's claim, but like Sergio, she was ignored and dismissed by the officers without showing any interest in or making investigation into the reported child abuse. And then you have this tearful Sergio who made claims of abuse as he's sitting handcuffed and bleeding on the ground outside of his home. And again, this is all captured on the body cam.
You really don't know anything. You really don't know anything.
I know that your dad is scared to lose his job to hit you, which he should have been doing for a long time.
Now, that night lives on in court documents and in scars. The same father and son who once stood apart now stand together against the system that broke them both. What began as discipline ends as a fight for justice.
It's really funny, man.
I'm not laughing, you're the one laughing.
I got abused all when I was a child.
Do you not know what is?
You don't. I know. I clearly know what abuse is. I was choked by my mom was an alcoholic.
Okay.
She died of alcohol poisoning. You really don't know anything, man. I was abused all when I was a child.
When you don't even remember?
I lived this. I know. I remembered it because it was up until I was 11 when she died. You really don't know anything, man. Like, it's really messed up. It's really messed up. It's really messed up. So I really don't like getting abused now too. I really don't like it. You really don't understand. You really don't understand. My dad abused my mom a lot of times. I watched him hit her. I watched him choke her. I watched him spit on her.
So your dad abused your mom who abused you. Interesting circle.
Yeah, that's how I lived. That's how I grew up.
So you decided to be a little brat?
So I decided to be a little brat now? Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You really don't know anything about my dad. You really don't know anything.
Going back to the nurse at the hospital, she also reported to the officers that Sergio had made claims of abuse. Going back to the notice of claim, it says, again, instead of taking the report of child abuse seriously, as they are statutorily required to do, the officers dismissed Sergio's claims of child abuse. To justify their deliberate indifference to these repeated reports of child abuse, the officers wrote in their incident report that they explained the circumstances to the nurse and reported that Sergio had not made a prior claim of abuse, which was false. And the notice includes a snippet of the actual police report as well, in which Officer Grease writes, while Sergio III was being treated, he began making statements to medical staff that his father abused him and was punching him in the face. Medical staff contacted Officer Willer, Smith, and I about the issue. We explained the circumstances around what had occurred and his recent behavior. We also notified medical staff that he made no statement to us at any time that his father is actually abusing him. Now, the lawsuit also lays out prior incidents that these officers were apparently involved in that resulted in investigations into their behavior. Now, this will be interesting to see if this actually comes out at a trial, but it is interesting that it's put into the lawsuit. So what does it say? So, for example, there is a section titled Officer Willer's Known Propensities, and it states, Officer Willer was responding to a father's call regarding a family domestic dispute. In arriving, Officer Willer pushed a 14-year-old girl to the ground to handcuff her. The father protested Officer Willer's force against his 14-year-old daughter, which resulted in Officer Willer pushing the father, the person who originally requested the officer's presence, multiple times. The father repeatedly told Officer Willer and the other officer that he did not want his daughter arrested and that she was suffering from mental health issues. But Officer Willer ultimately ignored the father and continued on with arresting his 14-year-old daughter. In another incident, Officer Willer, according to this lawsuit, was accused of not taking a mother's report that her teen daughter was in a relationship with a grown adult very seriously. And it was actually his partner, they claim, this lawsuit claims, that day his partner was the one who ended up verifying the suspect's age and arresting them. Again, according to the lawsuit, quote, Officer Willer has been issued, quote, supervisory counseling multiple times as a result of the various complaints, investigations, and policy violations. Quick note, these are allegations that are made in the complaint, right? We don't know if any of these incidents happen the way that they're being described, but these are allegations. And now we go to Officer Smith, because the complaint also accuses Officer Smith of being unnecessarily aggressive. The suit states, in July 2023, Officer Smith transported a 14-year-old girl to a clinic after she made self-harm statements. When Officer Smith entered the 14-year-old girl's clinical room, the 14-year-old girl spit on Officer Smith. Officer Smith then pushed the 14-year-old girl's neck and chest towards the bed and exited her clinical room. When he exited the room, he swung his right arm and struck the wall in the hallway with an open palm, causing a palm-sized hole in the drywall. As a result of the incident, Officer Smith was issued a written reprimand. So Sergio's legal team filed the lawsuit under two claims here. First, they allege that the officers who interacted with Sergio violated the Fourth Amendment. And the Fourth Amendment, of course, protects people from unreasonable and excessive force during searches and seizures. The lawsuit contends that Sergio was never a threat, that he was an unarmed minor, that the officers' reaction to him searching for his phone was unreasonable. The second claim is for battery, which is against all the defendants, so that includes the city of Phoenix. And this is talking about an intentional harm here. According to the lawsuit, at all relevant times, the officer defendants who used force against Sergio were acting under the direct supervision and control of the city of Phoenix, who is vicariously liable for the actions of the officer defendants that interacted with Sergio. Now, vicarious liability in the law is when you can hold a principal, so an organization, a company, a city, responsible or liable for the actions of their agents, their employees, who do something during the course and scope of their employment. By the way, going back to Sergio, he was accused of aggravated assault on a police officer and a resisting arrest, but according to his lawyer, the charges were dropped. Sergio's lawyer also told the outlet, Arizona Family, that Sergio's father supports him taking this legal action and that apparently things between them are much better, that their relationship is much better now. So Sergio and his attorneys, they are demanding a jury trial. According to Maricopa County Civil Court records, a summons has been sent to each of the defendants, but apparently no response has been filed back yet. A Phoenix PD spokesperson told Arizona Family that it doesn't comment on ongoing litigation, but we'll keep a careful eye on where this goes next. That's all we have for you right now here on Sidebar, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, please subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you should get your podcasts. You can follow me on X or Instagram. I'm Jesse Weber. I'll speak to you next time.
A call for help became a cry for justice. One home, one night, one mistake captured forever on camera. If stories like this make you question the badge, then hit subscribe and stay awake.